That means that we made a around 2,000 times return on investment. You give them your money to hold on to, and then when you want your money back to buy whatever you want to buy, they want you to answer 10,000 questions, and I go like, hey, come on, man, it's my fucking money, my bank account, and I do with it whatever the fuck I want, right? So, welcome back again, ladies and gentlemen, to Ben's Mojo Dojo Casa Boat. If you have never heard about that concept before, it's because I just came up with it. Anyhow, I'm back here today. I've been a little bit busy. I've been doing, some deals. And I'm back here today to bring you an episode of Trash or Treasure. Episode number 2, to be correct. I was out the other day. I am an avid thrift store visitor. I go to thrift stores all the time, and I like to see what I can find. Sometimes you make good deals, sometimes worse. So I went out to our local thrift store. Let's do a little bit of context first. For contexto. I had this habit for several years when I go out to thrift stores to anytime I look at everything. Everything is of interest to me. And especially when I pass by, the cheap jewelry section, I will always grab anything that looks golden and, pick it up in my hand and, throw it up and down, feel its weight. And I've been doing it for years. Never had any special luck with that until recently. The other day, I was out doing some thrift store shopping. I came across the regular trash jewelry pile, and I saw something suspicious looking there. So I grabbed it up, I threw it up in the air a couple of times, and just in the back of my mind, I was like, damn, this feels suspiciously heavy. So I ended up going to the cash register, and I asked the woman standing there, how much would you like for this item here I picked out from your trash jewelry drawer? And she said $1, 10 Swedish crowns, pretty much. I paid for that. And then I took it home. And then I started to perform several tests on it. We'll go into the tests. Just let me show you the item first. So, what did I find on my treasure-seeking adventures this time? Well, here it is. Suspicious looking item. Very much so. I hope the color comes out fairly on the camera. Check it out this way, that way, on the sides. Can I get even closer without the zoom getting out? Yeah. Link. And so on. Was it or was it not a good investment? We'll get to that in a second. Let's get into the test I performed once I got home to verify this item's authenticity. So once I got back home, I started performing several tests. The first of which I did was a density test, pretty much. I took several silver items I have here, like this here arm link. Yeah, it's a little bit shorter than this one, and I threw in another couple of silver things that I estimated were more or less the same volume. And then I filled up a glass with water, and I first dunked in the silver, let it lie for a while for it to displace the amount of water that corresponds to its density. Then I took the silver out and I proceeded to lower this item down into the glass of water. And it displaced about the same amount of water as the silver did. And this is when my suspicions goes up, because when I put the silver in my hand and I feel it like this and then put this item here, I'm like, oh yeah, this is considerably more heavy than this is. So suspicion confirmed, it might be gold. I first thought it was like gold-plated silver because it's pretty common. And I figured, for like $1, I'm still I still got a lot of value out of this just in the silver. The silver in this is worth more than $1 if it were to be silver. Anyhow, so I continued doing a couple of other tests. The next test I did, let's see here if I can find it. I don't know if you can see here. I have here a small piece of 18K gold, 18 karat gold. And if you know the scratching test, you can do it like they do it with, I don't know why they do it. But my whole idea of doing this test anyhow is that if this item is gold and it's higher purity than 18K gold, I should be able to scratch the item with this small golden plate I have. So I proceeded to do that. Scratch away on this thing. And lo and behold, to my surprise, it actually left scratches in it. So this is a softer material than the 18K gold. So that's also confirmed now. So my next test is to see if the item is the same material all the way through. So I proceeded to get a file, and I attacked part. I don't know if you can see it on the camera if it comes through, but I filed a little bit here, and it turns out, yeah, it's the same material all the way through. And then to the last step of confirmation. Uh, I have an old friend of mine, he's an old dude that I have known for like all my life. Look at that. Well, we get good light because the projector decides to put on the BenQ screen. Anyhow, so I went to this old guy. He used to work as a goldsmith, and he still to this day does a lot of jewelry work for friends and family and stuff like that. And he has all the equipment you need to verify stuff. I talked to him here in the harbor. I said, like, you're just the guy I was looking for right now. And I dropped this item in his hand, and I asked him, what do you think? He did like this a couple of times, and then he went like, yeah, it's probably gold. He said, yeah, like this is a typical Asian style link they use for gold items over in like Thailand and stuffs like that. So they recognize the type of jewelry too as well. So far, so good. So we get pretty much confirmed it's gold. The only thing we got to do now is confirm the purity. It's probably more than 18 because I could scratch it with the 18K gold plate. So it's somewhere between 22 and 18. It's gonna be my guess. Oh yeah, and of course I weighed it. So the weight of this item here is 39 point something grams. In troy ounces, that would be, I think it was 1.25 troy ounces. It's a decent amount of gold, I have to say. So let's go into the internet and see what today's gold price is. So let's see here. I pulled up this web page, livepricesofgold.com, and then for 22K, it's 633 crowns per gram. See, 18 is 519. So let's do the calculation. Très bien. So, in the worst case scenario, let's do it here together, everybody. 519 times 39 equals 20,241. That's what we made in the worst case scenario. And in the best case scenario, let's see here, 9, it's gonna be 24,765. So somewhere in the range between 20,000 and 24,000 crowns we made here. So it's in the low range, it's gonna be $1,785, and in the high range, it's gonna be, let's say, 25. It's gonna be $2,232. So excellent, 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 excellent. So now that means that we made a around 2,000 times return on investment, which I think is probably one of the best deals I made in my life. Sometimes you get lucky, most of the times it's shit. But this time, I was the lucky one. So yeah, 2,000 times return on investment. I will call that a definite treasure. So I'm very happy with that. How can you not be? I'm gonna continue my thrift storing, of course, as usual, because I love doing that kind of stuff. And I'm even from now on, I'm gonna be even more careful to check the scrap jewelry bins for this kind of stuff, because I think the reason why I ended up there in the first place is because it's not marked. It doesn't get any stamps or anything like that as to mark it as being gold. And I also heard that that's not a common thing to do in those countries where this came from, because they don't trust Western stamps. And yeah, I completely understand that. I wouldn't either, because people over here is all fucked up. I'm going to keep this as safety, because I don't trust modern banking and stuff like that. They just, you give them your money to hold on to, and then when you want your money back to buy whatever you want to buy, they want you to answer 10,000 questions. And I go like, hey, come on, man. It's my fucking money, my bank account, and I do with it whatever the fuck I want, right? So it's been a very lucrative month for me here. I've been doing some good deals. I sold the boat, the $500 boat. I sold it yesterday for $3,500. So good return on investment on that one as well. Very happy with this month, actually. So what is the first rule of like business they try to tell you? Or I think I've heard this somewhere. Maybe I just made it up in my own mind. I don't know. But I've heard that you're supposed, when you make money doing business, you should at least invest a third of it back in safe assets. I mean, this is a safe asset, uh, and it's so far all profit. So I'm going to keep this. But since I sold the boat, I have to reinvest a third of that money into something else that will keep its value over time. And when it comes to boat, this boat is just going to boats are going to keep decreasing in value over time. But there is certain things in the world that really don't decrease in value that much over time. One of those things, gold and silver. Always a good investment. Now, me being me, there is other things that I think are even better investments than gold and silver. Depends on what you have for interest, of course. Me being an arms and armor fantastic, you can see here I have some swords just laying around for polishing. Yeah, speaking about, so I'm gonna reinvest some of the money in more weapons, of course. What else would I do? For example, this is a sword. This is a Swedish cavalry sword, I think model 1863, something like that. It's a very nice sword. I think I paid 1,800 crowns for it about two years ago. I was looking at auctions today, and there were like 2 or 3 swords, just like this one, for sale, and they were going now for around 3,000 to 3,500. They might even be more expensive because the auction hasn't finished yet. So I'll go back and see what the selling price ended up being. So it at least this one, at least over on 2 years, has almost doubled in value. So that's good. But let me share with you what my next investment is going to be, or it's already done. I already bought it, so I got to go pick it up this week. It's kind of far away, a couple of hours driving, so we'll have a road trip video to look forward to as well. Boys and girls, this is my reinvestment. This is what I got for myself. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that the beauty? Look at that. Oh my God, that is one hell of a beautiful gun. So yeah, this is an what fuck did I buy? It is an Colt 1849 pocket model, made in 1866. Very nice. It's a percussion cap revolver. So it's in Sweden you don't need a gun license to own one of these. That's also one reason why they usually are so goddamn expensive. And I've gotten the question several times. Oh, well, if you don't need a license to buy one of these, why doesn't criminals buy them? Is because they're like 4 or 5 times more expensive to buy one of these guns than buy a gun on the black market. That's why they don't use them. Why would I want to use for like criminal activity a gun that is this old when I can buy like a Glock 17 on the black market for like 5,000? There is doesn't make any sense. But yeah, check it. Oh, look at that. I love the brass details here. Oh, man, it's going to be great. Look at that beautiness. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Oh, shit. That's so nice. Well, that's the pictures of that. Everything looks to be in good order. So I'll have to drive and pick it up here during the week, probably in a day or two. Just gotta, arrange the payments and stuff like that. But yeah, it's gonna be great. So hang on in there for a road trip video that's gonna be coming up in the week. And in the meantime, I hope you're having a good time. You're taking care of yourselves and stuff like that. I don't really know what more to say. I have a lot of video ideas of stuff I want to do. I just gotta find the time to do it. I gotta deliver the sailboat. I gotta go poke up this gun. Got several other things I gotta do. And yeah, when that's done, maybe I'll start taking some requests for videos. If you have any good ideas of videos you want to see me do, let me know in the comment section below. And maybe I'll get to it. For those of you who didn't see the first episode of Trash or Treasure, I'll put like a banner either in this corner up here or this corner up here. We'll see where it ends up being. And if you're not subscribed to my channel by this time and you've been watching a couple of my videos, please do subscribe. I know my content at this point is a little bit kind of random. It's a bit all over the place. Some of you come here for like bold content. Other of you have been really liking my medieval type videos or some of the other random stuff I do. But so if you want to see more of certain kind of content, let me know in the comment section, and I'll try to get to that as soon as possible. I don't think I have anything more to say now. I'm gonna go make this payment at the gun, and then arrange for pickup. Well, I think that's gonna be it for this time, and I'll see you. Who knows? Sometime in the future. We'll see. We'll see. I don't. Come on, the DJI. What the fuck is the problem? I thought your cameras was not supposed to overheat, and it just did. What the fuck, man? That's why I bought this one. Come on, give me a fucking break. So it just overheated. It told, oh, you can't record anymore because your camera has overheated, and it's not supposed to do that. At least not like the fucking GoPro cams. Yeah, well, it is what it is. I took the other battery out. It was really hot, and I stuffed another one in, and now it seems to be working fine again. So maybe it was just the battery. In any case, it's not okay because that's a brand new fucking battery. DJI, I'll come after you, motherfuckers. I'm gonna come after you. Even though I like your stuff, it's pretty good stuff.